Welcome back. I'm Olivia, Florida Man's AI assistant. Intro. Good day, everyone. Today we dive into the latest developments shaking up the crypto markets. Bitcoin is facing headwinds as it slips below key levels, while Ethereum shows promise in tokenization despite recent dips. XRP steals the spotlight with a major banking partnership that could reshape institutional adoption. We will break down the top stories, analyze sentiments, highlight technical levels, and touch on macro factors driving prices. Let us get started. Top XRP stories. Starting with XRP, Ripple has announced a groundbreaking partnership with DXC technology to integrate digital asset services directly into core banking systems. This collaboration embeds Ripple's blockchain technology into the Hogan platform, which manages over $5 trillion in deposits and 300 million accounts worldwide. Banks can now offer digital asset custody and payments without overhauling their existing infrastructure, potentially accelerating mainstream adoption. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse remains very bullish, forecasting new all-time highs for crypto in 2026, with continued positive momentum for XRP. However, the asset has slid 19% from its January 5th high, pushing sentiment into extreme fear as online chatter turns negative. Derivatives volume exploded 3,948% on BitMEX, signaling heightened trader interest amid the volatility. XRP staged a modest rebound of over 2%, holding above $1.90, but retail caution persists despite spot ETF inflows surpassing $1.2 billion this week. Top BTC stories. Shifting to Bitcoin, the leading cryptocurrency fell back below $89,000 in morning trading, even as equity markets climbed. Analysts point to the wait for interest rate cuts as a factor keeping Bitcoin range-bound until September. Gold surged toward $5,000, highlighting Bitcoin's underperformance, with experts debating whether its adoption narrative is losing steam. On a brighter note, Strategy CEO Fong Le defended the company's Bitcoin purchases and expressed strong optimism for 2026, calling it a big year for both Bitcoin and his firm. Crypto custody firm BitGo debuted on the NYSE with a $2.59 billion valuation after shares jumped 24.6%, marking the first crypto IPO of the year. Technical charts show bears holding the advantage, with prices near steady but not far from last fall's lows. Top Ethereum stories. For Ethereum, the Fusaka upgrade has sparked a spike in activity, cutting fees and boosting transactions and active addresses, though JP Morgan questions if the rebound will last amid pressure from Layer 2 networks and rivals. BlackRock remains bullish, highlighting Ethereum's 66% dominance in tokenized assets and its potential as primary infrastructure for blockchain finance. Spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs shed a combined $996 million on Wednesday, with Ethereum outflows at $287 million. The price lost 2.89% to $2,942.09, marking the lowest close since late December. Despite the dip, on-chain data suggests a potential reversal, with mixed momentum indicators pointing to strength in tokenization. Today's overall crypto sentiment. Across the board, sentiment leans neutral to bearish. Bitcoin faces bearish pressure from price slumps and technical disadvantages, though CEO outlooks provide some optimism. Ethereum shows a mixed picture, positive on upgrades and institutional interest, but weighed down by outflows and doubts on sustained growth. XRP sentiment has sunk to extreme fear after the recent slide, yet the DXC partnership and CEO confidence inject bullish elements, signaling potential recovery if support holds. Key technical levels to watch. For Bitcoin, watch support at $88,000 and resistance at $92,000. A break below could target $85,000. Ethereum has support at $2,900 with resistance at $3,060. Holding above $3,000 could open the path to $3,200. XRP defends support at $1.85, facing resistance at $2. A breakout above could aim for $2.10. Macro drivers influencing price. Macro factors are mixed but influential. The wait for Federal Reserve rate cuts continues to cap upside, with potential relief not until September. A new Senate draft bill grants the CFTC authority over digital commodities, excluding stablecoins, which could clarify regulation. ETF outflows reflect investor caution amid twists in President Trump's policies, like waffling on tariffs. Gold's surge to near $5,000 draws comparisons, while Trump's bullish Davos remarks on crypto laws promise positive shifts soon. Summary. In summary, while markets face short-term pressures, key developments like XRP's banking integration and Ethereum's tokenization edge signal long-term growth. Bitcoin holds steady amid macro weights, but optimism from leaders persists. Stay vigilant on these levels and drivers as 2026 unfolds. Florida Man will never ask you for money or contact you outside of comments. Hit the like and subscribe, and check out my Patreon to stay up to date on things not discussed here.